Good afternoon, fellow Biafrans. Good afternoon, the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, all over the world. Good afternoon, African Union. Good afternoon, European Union. Good afternoon, the United States. Good afternoon, the United Kingdom. Good afternoon, Israel. Good afternoon, every other person all over the world that maybe today you are hearing for the very first time about the indigenous people of Biafra and the Republic of Biafra that we are agitating to restore back after the civil war between Nigeria and Biafra from 1967 to 70 that cost the life of over 5 million Biafrans. Today, it has become very imperative for me, Simon Ekpa, one of the front line agitator for the Biafra restoration under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I call myself the disciple of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and by the special grace of God, the spiritual son on this Biafra restoration. Today, it has become very imperative that I address several libelous and mischievous and treacherous posts, articles, statements, and broadcasts against Biafra people. It is not against me, as some people may think they are doing. I would want to address Soludo and Seun from the channel TV. My attention was drawn to the interview Soludo granted on channel television yesterday, the third day of April 2022, in which Seun alleged that Simon Ekpa boys or guys was shooting in a community called Oko, and in which Soludo further alleged that Biafrans are criminals, that criminals have hijacked Biafra movement. It has become very imperative for me to address this particular libelous and misleading information that is coming from the supposed leaders and a journalist. Before I go forward into addressing this issue, I would want to come from the, from the scratch, in case of those who are just listening for the very first time. Biafra was a nation, independent nation, between 1967 to 1970. After that, during this time, we fought war for 3 good years. During the time of this war, the world paid no attention to what was going on in Biafra land because of lack of coverage from the media. The world slaughtered us because they were part of it. Our women and children were killed, not by the bullet, not by the gun, but by starvation, one of the instruments of war crime. Nigeria government collaborated with some world powers after they could not defeat Biafra. They could not defeat Biafra. They came up with a different strategy, which is to apply a blockade over Biafra, that nobody would be able to bring food to the Biafra people during this war. A blockade was imposed over Biafra, and our children began to die of hunger. They began to die of different kind of illnesses, and we lost over 3 million children. Today, Biafra people, after losing over 5 million to that particular war, which, like I said, was not as a result of bullet or gun, but as a result of the blockade. I am standing here today as a product with a heavy anger in my heart. The people that gave birth to me survived this inhumane and degraded treatment, of which Nigeria government never paid the price till today. Because during that time, you see, the ICC came into force and all that, and they could not backdate to start trying the war crimes and genocide against Biafra people, just like you see what happened in Rwanda. So Simon Ekpa and the many millions of Biafrans having this history in our heart, and the Nigeria government continue to show that the war have not ended. A lot of atrocities, as I'm talking to you, is going on in our land. Our mothers are killed. Our children are killed by the military. Our houses and villages are being razed down by the government officials and the military, and nobody is talking and nobody is speaking. So it has become we are now in the state of anarchy. These and other atrocious activities of the Nigeria state, controlled by terrorist Fulanis. They unleash military on us. They unleash the herdsmen on us. And our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, were able to come up with a security outfit called the Eastern Security Network. Eastern Security Network fought like men and heroes they are, and were able to defeat the Fulani terrorists that have terrorized the entire nation. Today, people can no longer travel from Abuja to Kaduna because of this Fulani terrorist, nicknamed bandit. They have branded them with different names and all that. They are all Boko Haram. A lot of prominent Nigerians have given their opinion that they are one, they are Boko Haram, and they are Fulani herdsmen. They are all the same thing. Today, people can no longer sleep in Zamfara State. People can no longer sleep in Niger State. Women can no longer farm. Kaduna State is deserted. They are killing and bombing and maiming people and women and children in Kaduna, another part of Nigeria. In the southeast, where I come from, called Biafra, the case is a little bit different. The difference in the southeast is that it's because we have been able to defeat these terrorists with our security outfit. Now the military came in. This military are some of them the so-called repentant Boko Haram, and what they do is to go from village to another to burn houses and raise down structures in order to disenfranchise our people. Now, these governors who claim that they are leaders in the southeast, all of them refuse to talk. Nobody is talking. So what it means is that they are complicit in this particular crime going on against our people. Today, we have come to see that Soludo, after being sworn in as a governor of Anambra State, he took it upon himself as a job and a task to fight against Biafra. Soludo went into agreement, into meeting and consultation with wrong people, the people that they call the DOS. The DOS has been expelled from this movement. They no longer speak for Biafrans. Soludo went into agreement with them to make sure they continue to kill our people, because after the Biafra people expelled these criminals in the DOS that surrounded Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for almost 10 years. For the past 10 years, they surrounded Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They have wasted the blood of innocent people, both the people that work closely with them and those who are not working closely with them. Now, those people that they killed, wasted their blood, have died in vain. Soludo went into agreement with them. I heard Soludo saying that he is offering amnesty to those who he believes are carrying guns. I want to make categorically clear today that Soludo, Simon Ekpa have nothing to do with criminality. If you see people that are committing crime, go after them. But tell your military to stop killing our innocent women, vulnerable women and children in your state. In Anambra State, in Ihiala, they have killed and maimed, burned and committed all manner of havoc in Ihiala, another part of Anambra State. Soludo, you have not for one day visited Ihiala community as a governor since you were sworn in. And let me also remind Soludo that the people that I am speaking for today are the indigenous people of Biafra. You can call them IPOB. The people I am speaking for today is called the Biafra people. I speak for Biafra. IPOB are the people, and the people are IPOB. When you say that IPOB have cancelled the sit at home, IPOB have spoken today. The people in Anambra, Biafrans in Anambra, are the IPOB. And they have spoken to you. It does not matter what you do, you can never stop Biafra from coming. I want to address Soludo that if your military see any criminal committing crime in Anambra State, you go after those criminals. You don't attach Biafrans to it. You don't attach Simon Ekpa to it. You don't attach anybody that is fighting for independent state of Biafra to it. Go after the criminals. Why must you now proscribe and begin to speak the same language that the Nigeria government did in 2017? In 2017, the Nigeria government branded Biafra agitators as criminals. They called them terrorists. It didn't end there. They went as far as going to court to get court injunction, and they proscribed indigenous people of Biafra. What you are doing today is not different from the Nigeria state. And that is why I begin to wonder, those who are actually believing that you have come to do something to Anambra State, really need to know where you are coming from after this broadcast today, because I am going to address you very objectively. Soludo, in the interview, claimed that he has met with the leader of indigenous people of Biafra. We do not know who the leaders of indigenous people of Biafra are. He called one Emma Powerful. As far as this Biafra restoration is concerned, Emma Powerful no longer speak for the Biafra people. And the activities of sit at home should go a very long way to vindicate me on that. You went further to say that the indigenous people of Biafra, the leadership have cancelled the sit at home. I am telling you today that the struggle for Biafra have entered autopilot for the past 8 months. And the Biafra speak for themselves. As I'm talking to you, I have become the mouthpiece of the Biafra people. I speak for Biafra. And that is why I will continue to encourage them to sit at home to make sure they exercise their civil right that is protected under national and international law. And that is why Biafrans listen to me, and they listen to everybody that is autopiloted IPOB that stand on the truth to defend the cause of the Biafra restoration. Soludo have come to make us understand that those he called the leaders of indigenous people of Biafra are now working with him. They are working with him and have embraced whatever amnesty or peace. I don't know which, whether anybody is fighting you that you want to make peace. We are not fighting with you. We are not fighting you. We are fighting against Nigeria state. We want to get freedom from Nigeria. But if you come to be the obstacle that will be representing Nigeria against the interests of Biafra people and Indigo, we will be ready to also fight you. So, we are not here for political movement. I am not here to support criminality. I am not here to support any form of criminality, but I am here to fight for self-defense and to also agitate and fight with everything available to make sure that our women are not being killed anymore, to make sure that our villages are not being burnt down anymore, to make sure that our children can move freely without military harassment, to make sure that we can live freely in a country that we can be proud of. I saw some of you today tagging European Union, tagging America, libeling Simon Ekpa, blackmailing Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa is a non-government. Simon Ekpa is a non-government. I have no business with a non-government. I want to ask you today, the time before Simon Ekpa appeared into the picture, who was responsible for the non-government? Is it because Simon Ekpa, God have used Simon Ekpa to end the criminality you are doing in the movement for the actualization, restoration of Biafra? You think you can blackmail Simon Ekpa and people will listen to you? I am in Finland. I live in a very law-abiding country that respects human rights, country that fought war with Russia for freedom. They know what freedom is all about. This country, Finland, was also very, very brave enough to stand for Biafra people. In this country, in 1960s, children in the school were also reminded about the starvation that the Nigeria government has done against Biafra children, and people were dying in Biafra land. In Finland reminded their children that Nigeria have starved Biafra children and they are dying. So those of them in Finland in the 60s, anytime they went to school, the teachers, before feeding them in the school, because if you don't know, in Finland, they feed children in school. You go to school in Finland, the government feed you. So while they are feeding them in the school, the teachers will always remind those children, remember that Biafra people are dying. So do not overfeed yourself. This has been the nature and the custom of Finland people. They know what freedom is all about. For those tagging Finland, Ulko Ministry and all that, let me also inform you that Biafra national anthem is the same thing as Finland national anthem. Do you know how it come about? You do not know. the Finland where I am living, have more information about Biafra than you idiots. They know more the plight of our forefathers that died for the sake of freedom than you nincompoop. So, and God that brought me to this particular country didn't do mistake. I am going to stay here and I will fight alongside with brave men until we restore Biafra. And let me tell you today, if I have opportunity to see aircraft, the way the Nigerian military are killing our people in Biafra land, we are going to declare that war today, not even tomorrow. And I know, for those of you who do not know what is going on, they have declared war. The prominent Nigerians are shouting. At the National Assembly, people are openly advocating for Nigeria government to allow them to use arms to defend themselves. But what do you do in the Southeast? You depend on politics. You depend on lick shoes. You lick shoes of people that you are better off. You coward. You lick shoe while your children and women are being killed by the same government that's supposed to protect them. So, what Biafra need now is people like me. And God prepared me for this particular task. And I am here. If it requires me quitting everything I do to fight for Biafra, to make that history, I am going to do it. Do you know what it takes for me to live peacefully in the country where I'm living now? It costs blood of people. People died for this country to be able to get freedom from Russia. You don't know the history. You don't know what it takes for people to get freedom. I know my right. I will talk and defend everything and anything I say. So Soludo and Seun said that Simon Ekpa guys were shooting. And I challenge you, Seun, what evidence and what investigation have you done to connect me to people shooting? The shooting in Biafra land and Igbo land in Anambra State start today? Shooting has been going on even before I was born. Anambra has always been shooting all the time before I was born. Now we have all manner of impunities that the Nigeria government are committing against people. People have picking up arms. Biafrans have picking up arms against their killers. So if you see people that their houses has been burnt, their mother and their father has been killed unjustly, they pick up arms against the police, against the army. How does that got to do with Simon Ekpa? Or you think that I am the kind of agitators you are going to wage media wars against? It is going to be very difficult for you people, because I will be ready to respond any day, anytime. I want to make it categorically clear that I have no business with what you call the government and unknown government. My business is to speak for the people of Biafra, and I am doing that very justly, very objectively, and I will continue to increase my strength every day to make sure I speak and create awareness to the Biafra people back home so they will do the needful. And let me also inform you people that for Soludo, if you have not learned your lesson today, that after all the campaign that's calling for sit at home to end, again, this day you have failed. Biafra people have spoken. You rather face your governorship job, clean your dirty and clean Anambra State, and do what you have come to do. But if you come today to make it categorically clear that what the Fulani sent you to do in Anambra State is to fight against Biafra restoration, I am telling you, you are going to be the biggest failure in the history of Nigeria governorship. Believe me, you will fail because the sign is there. The people will soon revolt against you. It does not matter. What are you going to do that they have not seen? What kind of promises are you going to promise them that they have not heard before? You have promised this, promised that. Every day you want to clean dirty, you want to pack the dustbin and all that. People have had those kind of cleaning. Ogoni River has been promised several times, many years. Have they cleaned it? If you want to do job as a governor, if you want solution, don't interfere with Biafra. We have crossed the Rubicon. And what we are doing now is that we want the European Union to start talking about the impunity going on in Nigeria. they are keeping quiet because of oil. But yesterday, just a few days ago, we saw that immediately the Ukrainians started, the Russian invaded Ukraine, everybody was shouting. Everybody was shouting. I am telling you that Nigeria have killed more people than what Russia or what Ukraine did, or what Russia have done to Ukrainians. But why are nobody talking about it? Because of people like Soludo. You went and have meeting with the ambassadors, Kateria Lang in Lagos, promise her that don't worry, you are going to be the end of Biafra agitation. And today, Biafra has spoken again. You will continue to fail. I want to talk to Biafra people. Biafrans that are watching me today, and you think Soludo have come to do anything. Let me tell you, Soludo have come to destroy Biafra movement. And we must not allow him to do that. He came, he said he is looking for amnesty. Who told Soludo that we are fighting for resource control? That you'll be looking for amnesty? Amnesty over freedom? What nonsense! How did Soludo become professor? You are offering amnesty in place of freedom. Who told you that the people that are fighting for freedom are looking for something to eat? Who told you that the people that are fighting for freedom are looking for compensation? But I'm not blaming you, and I'm not surprised, because the people you call the leadership of indigenous people of Biafra actually have embraced your amnesty, because that is what they are looking for. They are after money. This IPOB, they have used it to do business for many years. They were just career agitators. They are never serious for Biafra. So when Simon Ekpa, when God used me and many Biafrans to end their career, they ran to you. They have accepted your amnesty. And of course, money have changed hand because they can't get it anymore from Biafrans. They can't get the money that they used to do. The money is not coming anymore. We have destroyed their career as agitators, as career agitators, and they can never go on again. So what do? Instead of them to lose everything, they have turned to Soludo, deceived Soludo, collected money, boasted how they are going to control France. And Soludo is yet to understand that France are not listening to them. As after today, the 4th day of April, I am one of those who speak for Biafra people until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will return back. If you want to stop the sit at home, which is very civil, nobody is killing anybody except those people you sponsor to make sure that you blackmail the sit at home and slander the people that are supporting it. If you want that thing to stop, address the problem that made people to sit at home. Address the problem that made Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be kidnapped. It is not just about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in DSS dungeon. Something led to the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So Soludo addressed the fundamental issue and the problem that led to the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is really, really shocking for Soludo to open his mouth and said, I have had meeting with the leadership of IPOB, and the leadership of IPOB did not tell you what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being charged for. They asked Soludo, do you know what are the charges? Soludo said he don't know what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being charged for. That is to show you how serious he is. He is very serious. Nonchalant attitude towards Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He did not even care to know. While he was in Nigeria, while he is still in Nigeria, every network, every news, everybody carried Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's news that he was kidnapped. Soludo come now to claim that he don't know what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being charged for. And that's the same man who have convinced a lot of people that he is going to fight for the release of somebody he did not know what he was being charged for. So Soludo and people are actually listening to him. So Soludo had meeting with the people he claimed are the leadership of IPOB. I did not explain to Soludo what he was being charged for, what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being charged for. And you want smart and intelligent people like autopilot in Biafra movement to listen to junk like that. You listen to a junk. A man who could not tell the person he want to fight for what he's being charged for. He was being locked up unjustly. Thousands of Boko Haram are being released, given amnesty because Boko Haram is fighting a different cause. But today, people are saying, allow Soludo to come. He has something to offer. If Soludo want to offer something, he should focus on governance. If he want to interfere in Biafra, he must know the details of what he want to fight for. If he want to fight for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he must know why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being charged for. He must know what is the crime that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has committed that they are charging him to court. But Soludo openly told you he doesn't even know what he's being charged for. It didn't end there. But he also turned around to claim to you that he had a meeting with the leadership and they have agreed. And he is now, to even shock the entire Biafran, he is now working with the IPOB leadership. Soludo, you must understand they have 419 you. It is called scam. That is what they are good for. They are good for scam. They have been scamming Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They scam Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for Radio Biafra. For many years, they contribute money and give to these criminals. They squander the money, radio is not there. It took us 1 month to set up radio. Today, we are going to launch one of the radio in Biafra land, Voice of Biafra. It took us 1 month to set up Biafra, radio Voice of Biafra in Imo State, Voice of Biafra in Abia State. Voice of Biafra is coming to Enugu State and Ebonyi State, and it will spread across Biafra land. It took us 1 month to do that. But in the presence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the criminals that you are having meeting with, it took them years, and they looted and squandered and scammed Biafrans all over the world in the name of bringing transmitter for radio broadcast. But we did it in 1 month. That is to show you how resolute we are. You are dealing with criminals. Biafrans have spoken. IPOB are the people and the people are IPOB. You better retreat from your step. We are not in any way supporting criminality, but you don't expect me to start condemning attacks on police. I can never condemn attacks on police. I can never condemn attack on the military until you, the politicians, begin to condemn attacks on our women. Until you begin to condemn the attack on our children. Until you begin to condemn the burning of our villages and communities. We have sent several notifications and mails to the ICC to investigate Nigeria. The informations are there. And we are going to still send, in a matter of days, different part of world leaders. So you are expecting Simon Ekpa to come and say, oh, we condemn the attack here, without you condemning the attack on the people that I am representing. I will never do that. I don't know what is the rationale behind that. Somebody will be expecting Simon Ekpa to say, oh, we condemn the attack in the police station. We condemn that. Attack has been there before Simon Ekpa come into the picture. Police station has been attacked. Police has been killed before I come into the picture. The same people that were killing the police while I was not there are the same people killing the police today. And I'm not paying attention to what they do. I am paying attention to those killing our women and children in their villages. I am paying attention to those going with Helios cars, with military uniform and with APC to burn our houses and our villages unprovoked. These are the people I am looking to. And these are the people I want Biafrans to deal with. You don't expect me, when you as a governor, you have not even visited the state. You have not even visited the local government. You have not even visited the community that the military are causing all manner of havoc and killing our children and women. You have not visited them. The same day that they burned a local government in Nnewi was the same day the military burned properties that belonging to Biafra, of which you are the governor in their state. You didn't visit them. You didn't visit there. Rather, you visit the local government. So if you are condemning those attacking the government properties, and you don't condemn the military for killing our women and attacking our children and burning their houses and all that, rendering them useless and homeless, you think I will come and they start condemning the government side? I can never do that. I will continue to stand by my people, with my people, until Biafra come. And let me tell you, this Biafra movement has entered a different level. It has entered a level that nobody can bring us back to anywhere. We are not ready for, I don't know why somebody will be talking about amnesty. If you are talking about amnesty to criminals, it's understandable. Those who are into criminality, if you know them, you know who they are. They are your thugs. They are the people you use for election. They are those who guaranteed the election for you. So if you want to offer amnesty to them, I am not against that. But you can't offer amnesty to Biafrans. Biafrans are not cheap. We are not ready for amnesty. The amnesty we are wanting and asking for is freedom. Freedom. If you think that Biafra people are not with me, conduct a referendum and let them choose which side they are going to be. If you think that what I am doing, that I am alone, if you think that because Anambra State deserted today because people are afraid to go out, if you think that the reason why Biafra are sitting at home is because they are afraid of being killed, of getting killed, conduct referendum and prove me wrong. I'm going to address your video and share your video anyway by tomorrow. By tomorrow, I will do a thorough analysis of your video to compensate and commiserate what I have done in this speech today, for people to know how very devious you, Charles Soludo, is. Because the people that you are dealing with are illiterate. They can't add 1 and 1 to get 2. Because if they can add 1 and 1 to get 2, why would they be dealing with you when you cannot even explain on channel television what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being charged for? Why would they even be dealing with you when they claim, they asked you, you said you want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be tried and sentenced if they have to sentence him expeditiously. You went ahead to say yes, you want him to be tried and expeditiously. And the same people who you claim that are the leader of indigenous people of Biafra are listening to this junk you are saying. You want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be tried. Tried in Nigeria court for what? They are still following you. You want justice to take place. You want him tried. Tried for fighting for freedom. Tried for calling people to wake up to know that the jihadists and the Islamic State are coming to take over our land. Try Mazi Nnamdi Kanu when entire North are on the run. Try Mazi Nnamdi Kanu when nobody can no longer travel on air in Nigeria. Traveling by air is not safe. Traveling by road is not safe. Traveling by rail is not safe. Are those being committed by Simon Ekpa or Biafra people? I am asking you, Soludo. So those of you slandering my name, those of you blackmailing me and linking me to any criminality, I have nothing to do with them. I stand for Biafra people. If you kill us, we defend ourselves. And those of you should pay attention, because it is very imperative that I play a video to confirm that even one of you have explained those who are responsible for the killings and the maiming in Biafra land. So I charge you today to deal with it yourself. Do not link Biafra people. Soludo, what Soludo is doing is to proscribe further the activities of Biafra people. He is now branding us criminal. He is now saying that criminals have taken over sit at home. How can criminals take over sit at home? This is a general branding of Biafra people, and it is not acceptable by anyone. I hereby condemn branding Biafrans as criminals. If you know somebody is committing a crime in your state, You have the people you call the state security, they should go after those. What is the connection between them and Biafra and Simon Ekpa? You people that think you have the monopoly of violence. I want everybody to listen to this.
I decided to make this a brief speech just to acknowledge the support we as a government has gotten from you people and continue to get in the course of making sure we're able to deliver on our promise. I want to commend your efforts and conduct coming through the turbulent period occasioned by a high level of insecurity and a high level of insensitivity among the opposition elements. Events of few days has shown a kind of resurgence where the bandits are going back again to destroy police stations and local government headquarters. Let me make it categorically very clear that that is the action of the opposition elements. There is nothing called unknown government. These opposition elements who are threatened by the activities and the successes we have recorded since we came into office have decided to put fear into our citizens. So you don't have to fear anything. We're already tracking them. They think that is by putting fear into our people that will muzzle our people into believing what they want to get. But we're tracking them, and above all, God will stop them. God will definitely stop them, because God is a God of justice. So I want to tell you that as long as we are here, we are doing our best to see how we can rehabilitate the broken down infrastructure in the state. So by the time we start what we're about to do now, we'll be able to differentiate for the public to know who are the bandits, who are the armed robbers, who are the kidnappers, who are also sending political talks to create political tension in the land. I don't think that the best way of going about your politics is destruction of life and properties. You can come out to accuse government if the government is not doing anything right. You can oppose government, it is a right to do so. But it is not your right to take lives. It is not your right to burn down police stations. It is not your right to burn down our government headquarters. Unfortunately, some of these people are supposedly respected people in the society. But God will soon expose them.
Now you just listen to that. That was the governor of Imo State, Hope Uzodinma. Hope Uzodinma made it very clear the people that are committing this atrocity are the opposition. And of course, he was in the business. I want every Biafrans to understand that Soludo claiming that the seat at home has been hijacked by criminals is unacceptable. It means that the people that sat at home today in Anambra are criminals. It means that the entire Biafran supporting the sit at home are criminals. It means that the Biafra themselves have become criminals because Soludo claimed that the criminals have hijacked, and he mentioned my name, Simon Ekpa leading one faction. There is no faction in IPOB. The indigenous people of Biafra are the people, and the people are the indigenous people of Biafra. There is no faction. If there is faction, you are going to see it in sit at home. People will sit, people will come out. There is no faction. The people you think that they are faction have been expelled and anonymously by the entire Biafra people because they know they are Sabo. You can imagine where a Canon Takano, the brother to our leader who sold Mazen Namdi, because it is evidently clear. Posting and tagging Finland, tagging America, tagging this, tagging that to caution Simon Ekpa. I am doing what our leader have not done. I am following the footsteps of our leader. He still come out to say, nobody have committed crime. They tag me criminal because I am fighting for freedom of my people. The same thing Mazen Namdi Kanu have done for years. And I decided that his labor shall not die in vain. Today, while the Nigeria government are charging him, they are now supporting Nigeria government. They are telling Nigeria government that that thing Simon Ekpa is doing is what our leader have done. That thing Simon Ekpa is saying on radio and on live television is what our leader have done. So, and they are calling Simon Ekpa criminal. And they turn around and say they are fighting to release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. I want to tell Biafrans today that these are the people who want Mazen Nnamdi Kanu dead. And they were disappointed. The emergence of Simon Ekpa and a lot of people. And let me make it very clear today, for the very first time, I dare to say I speak for Biafra people, and I will continue to speak until Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is released. We are not ready to trade our freedom for amnesty. If you want to give amnesty to criminals who are committing crime. Bring them, give them amnesty, and let them drop their gun and leave the crime. But for the freedom of Biafra, we are not ready for any amnesty. And we cannot trade our freedom for amnesty. That is my message to Soludo and any other person who tell me any kind of name and trying to link me to anything that is going on there. I will continue to fight, and you have not even seen the best of me. I am coming, and I am coming stronger. Thank you very much, the Biafra people. I thank you for watching. Make sure you follow this particular page and stay updated as we continue to bring you the update today. Soludo have failed today, and it will continue to fail. And the Biafra people have spoken. The next sit at home is when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will appear in court, which is on the 8th of this month. Remember, Biafra land will be under lock and key. I want to, before I go, if you notice, I am not reading. I did not come here to read a script. I speak from my heart. And I will stand anywhere, any day, any time, anywhere in the world to defend every utterances, every word that come out of my mouth. I speak from my heart. I don't read script. Let me also say this just before I go, that the sit at home, if you fight it, you are going to lose everything in Anambra State. I want to also inform Biafrans, just think about it. If it is not the way Biafra people have resisted on their own to sit at home, you think Soludo would talk about Mazen Nnamdi Kanu now? No. When he started fighting the sit at home, he didn't want to mention Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. If you are not sitting at home, he will never talk even about going to fight for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu release. So the sit at home continues. And let me also inform Biafrans that it is not just about Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Once he is out, before as he is coming out, we are also discussing the continuation of whether this referendum is coming or whether we are going to get it by bullet and guns. Thank you, and may God bless you.